Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a giddy couple in love that loves reacting to some Genshin Impact.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, and so we are here in Inazuma. Finally gonna check it out. The Immovable God and the Eternal Euthymia? Euthymia?
Maybe.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. That thing. We're checking that thing out right now. And you can get all of our Genshin Impact reactions and our big journey that we've been going on with Genshin Impact. In the description of this video, we got a playlist for you where we also have a link to Patreon and a join button down below this video. You can join our YouTube membership. You can get early ad-free access to our reactions and get a month ahead.
Yeah. You should do that.
And because it's Genshin Impact.
We have a drink.
Yes, we do.
So this is Klee's Sparkling Bomb, and it has a pop rock rim, which is awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
That's-
What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been
Keep going
quite
with Beto or
some time
Bido?
since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately,
Beto,
I
I
don't
think.
have any
think so,
current
too.
intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you
Arr.
are. You're the traveler that Beto will be taking to Inazuma.
Beta.
right?
Okay, it is Beta.
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway.
Don't sound like a
Captain
pirate.
Beto sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beto is the captain of her word.
Of course.
Of course she is.
There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
Can't wait.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order.
We're gonna miss you.
Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet
Is that
again.
a fortune cookie you just
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
I think so.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other
So
every day.
hard.
Well, if
say
that's how you feel,
goodbye.
why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See?
No.
No need to get all sappy now.
Never be more than one.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Inazuma, here we
You
come.
finally made it.
Yeah.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious. I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just
we get
finished
an eye
making
patch, too?
final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
The poet. It's odd that she would turn to her left, considering that is the blind eye. And she would, I think she would turn to her right first.
Yeah, it's a good point, babe.
Awesome.
That. I want that shit.
I know, right? I feel like man's just gonna fly.
Yeah. Me too.
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Yeah, the latter.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
Paimon is definitely not
With
immune
any
to
luck,
flattery.
It'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter
Forget,
what
why is he
perilous
one?
storms you may encounter.
I don't know, but they talk about it very casually. It's
Yeah.
like, I've got a fugitive. Oh yeah, this guy. Let me
Yeah.
name him.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are
Did
we
you?
just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play
Sounds
by
great.
the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Yeah, now I'm feeling a bit nervous, for sure.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh,
I, P,
except you,
really.
Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
You're here to trade wine and ore.
Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export of goods.
Do you have your trader's permits?
No, but we'll get him. Paimon, you are a terrible liar.
Can somebody
My
talk for her,
apologies,
please?
But I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
Look at Paimon look like a fool.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well.
Yeah, you seem like a good
let's
enough
head
guy.
over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Even though you made Paimon look very cool.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Listen, you just don't seem put out by it
the
at all.
processing fee will be 2 million mora.
What?
2 million?
Whoa.
For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
You're right. 1 + 1 equals.
Wasn't so much questioning your math.
Does that come with a house?
Several houses?
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy,
He wasn't, like,
allow
hidden.
me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Discount.
Thank you
Sure.
ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover
Ha.
it if I'm paying on their behalf.
Wow.
Should a dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle. By all means, bargain the price down, but...
He did offer dinner, which
As
is
you wish, Mr. Toma.
worth
I will
$3
make a
million.
record.
Much obliged.
Smooth talker Toma.
Lucky Paimon didn't like blow it.
Mm-hmm.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much
Yeah,
they can
exactly.
make.
Just trying to take care of some
So
suckers.
when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency.
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Play an impression against you.
But when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the
Quite a welcome to this
Trade
place.
Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
Yep.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is
Can't
a
wait to meet
deity
her.
who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer's better connected.
He's got her number.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there,
Let's have lunch.
connections come at a high price. You understand?
No, are you trying to rip us off?
Not you too.
Exactly. Thank you, Paimon.
No. In this instance, when I say price,
I'm talking
not
about sex.
talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
Experts
Okay.
on
I
that.
like to do
Yeah.
things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Yep.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind.
You're just a smooth talker, Toma.
As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll
Caricio.
wait for you here.
Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Almost.
Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Mora grubbers.
Of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher.
Who do you think's control selling that crystal
vendor
marrow?
who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to
Genshin
buy
Impact,
from them because
teaching
the
us about
tax decree
economic
forces us to.
policies.
It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
This is absurd treatment, exactly.
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Go beat him up.
That's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with
talks
the
that way.
association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it. We're on the case.
When you tax our tea, we got frisky. Imagine what's going to happen when you try to tax our
whiskey.
So, what do you need with me? The sheer
You seem
nerve.
pleasant.
You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
Do you know what fist and face mean?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Yep.
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
We'll see about that.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place.
You do not talk to
and
Paimon
they ought to
like
be
that.
More grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
You're a dick.
There's no talking to this
He's just
guy.
greedy.
And a dick.
Let's check back in with him.
You ought to be grateful.
That was
Show you
quick.
the gratitude
You
of a
resolved it
fist.
already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You have to help us help you.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
Do you know about Warnaya?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar.
He's a dick.
He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently.
Who did he align himself with?
I can
How
only assume he
convenient.
must have found himself a patron after
Exactly.
leaving the International Trade Association.
You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
What does
That's right.
that mean?
Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business,
he
trading between
have an
Leah and
accent?
Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group
We
of
just described her. How do we know what
outlanders that
people
ended
from
up
Inazuma
stranded
sound
on
like?
Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
Do what we thought was best for
I'm
him.
sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them.
Ah,
somewhere.
you're a good guy.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Yeah.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Okay, you're right. He's a prick.
Huh?
Thank
Where's
you.
this coming from?
And dandelion wine, which should be nice on a day like this. A bard's serenade. Ooh,
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
that's where you're from, right?
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it
The
takes
animal
me
archon
back.
protect you.
Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to. Huh? What is
Close
this?
your
What are you up to
eyes
now?
and I'll miss you.
Just close your eyes already!
I mean, the sound of the ocean?
Cheap and tasty chop suey. What? Grilled tigerfish.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Leela Harbor.
Probably both.
Leah.
We're far above you.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
You're out there sympathize with the position you're in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association?
Trying to show this guy some empathy.
And I suppose they are far from home, just like me.
Pretty good tactic.
Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one stopped you.
Thank you, Paimon. Thank you.
They're so
Well, I guess his
resilient.
patron is.
None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough.
But you can be.
So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those people?
All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
Mm-hmm. Come here and drink with your friends. Ooh.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru,
Of course it is.
Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it.
And then they sell
Once
it.
the merchants run
Yeah.
out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that
Exactly.
extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
Then why would you do that?
Better.
Yeah, that's even worse.
You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it.
At least if you were making a ton of money, like, I don't know, be something.
For a sale, he always
Wouldn't
heads to the
justify
same
it,
place.
but
It's always made me suspicious.
reason.
As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
I sold my soul and my values, but I sold it for very little, so just know that.
I'm totally cool still.
After him.
Paimon. After him.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earned plenty these
Ooh,
days.
stealth mission. Yeah,
But of
not be
course,
noticed.
Tax collection is
Stealth and
difficult
Genshin.
work.
Are we gonna do a leap of faith?
Yes.
We need a pile of hay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there was hay.
There wasn't. So she just broke her neck.
What could
Game
he be doing
over.
in a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look? Whoa, it's a ledger.
It's evidence.
Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
It's the real reason Paimon came along.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes. This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete
Yeah, exactly.
record of every
It's like
single
the
transaction.
best evidence you could get, a
each one
ledger?
proof
Come
of his
on.
guilt.
Great. Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Dude.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
It's,
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
you're saying that right to his face.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon doesn't have filters.
If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
I don't care.
Decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're making mockery of the rules.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us.
Well, yeah, obviously.
You see, the taxes,
Taxes
Let
what?
me take a look at the ledger.
Each and every item in the ledger? Wow.
He's thorough.
Yeah.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
To the death.
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Yes. Yeah.
No, not at all.
That's what this is.
I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
I was gonna say.
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that
Don't
case,
care.
I'll send it over to you today.
Do you know how hard I had to work for my embezzlement?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe this.
For his actions.
Yep, not even an ounce of
that's
shame.
it?
Exactly.
My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my
I feel like
losses?
this guy's gonna kill him.
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
You have? Maybe.
I'm
Being
not
pushed
really.
around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm with Harrison.
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah,
Yeah.
Chief,
Mm-hmm.
you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Tell them the truth.
We were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand?
That did it.
The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need
Smooth
for
Talker
this?
Toma.
If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
I love this dude.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
Because if not, I'll fucking kill you, dude.
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context behind my
Here's
kind
my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young
Kind of some courtesy? Well, okay.
lady of our clan some courtesy.
What the hell just happened there?
You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
The Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough. We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
I don't care.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler.
He doesn't even take credit for it.
A way to turn things around. If nothing
He's
else,
great.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little
I
more
forgive you
carefully
for
in the future.
playing a prank on Paimon earlier.
What's all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Time for the Yashiro Commission. Or, sure.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Yeah, there's 3 commissions, so.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan.
Oh, he's that crazy looking
I
dude.
suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
Good.
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true.
What rumors about this?
That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree...
Vision Hunt Decree? Oh, I never offered to help or refuse. No, I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were
One goal here to
misleading.
meet the Raiden Shogun. Oh.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
No.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
There is one problem.
Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
It's part of the test.
Oh, darn it! No way I was so fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
The Yashiro Commissioner has heard of us.
Saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
I know who these people are.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere
Nice sass there.
apologies.
Yeah.
She enjoyed that.
I am Hiragi
Very much.
Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
The honor is ours.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty
and put
impressive.
the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Yeah.
Exactly!
awesome.
Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
Agree,
And
Paimon.
I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
He's an interesting dude.
You heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
No, that's not it.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder.
And here it
whether
comes.
you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Conjo Commission.
Exactly.
Well, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
10 rounds of errands again.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingshin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to
Yes, bring me 300 Qingshin, would you?
300?
What?
Freshly picked, I mean.
Go F yourself.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Don't say fresh after they're picked, yeah.
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that.
Unless you start with something grand that we know there's no way we can do it. And then
709
the real thing you want.
letters to be precise.
Holy crap.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
I do not like this guy.
What sort of an explanation is that?
Yeah, where are you?
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the
Consider it.
spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
No, I mean, attitude reflects leadership, so if people that work for you are kind of scummy.
The terms are ridiculous.
Halt, you two.
Saw this coming.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick,
Make
let
him-
Paimon see.
Oh my god, okay, stop
So
it.
this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night?
Okay.
But you
Summed it
didn't
up.
seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
Ooh, we shared a glance.
I knew something just didn't seem right about him. Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Ah, you finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you
Oh,
again.
because we shared a glance before?
Wow, she's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is that Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Okay.
Discuss what?
Paimon, it's okay, she's not gonna eat you.
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Better than 709 letters.
Father like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamaji of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders.
You gotta do this.
Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
We're nothing if not champions of true love.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Reasonable
To be
deal.
perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
An arrogant sounding
We don't
woman?
have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island.
So that cut off a little bit abruptly. All right, I like Toma. Shifty and shady people in Inazuma.
Yeah. I mean, we've heard so much about Inazuma, and it was kind of exciting, the idea that we were finally going to be here and check it out, and not impressed.
Well, I think it's like this is where the story starts to really take off and like get a little bit more, I don't know, don't know if intense is the right word, but I heard like picks up more. People trying to rip us off left and right. And yeah, it does not seem like a great place to live at all.
No, certainly wouldn't want to be a merchant here. I'm shocked the merchants haven't all just left and taken business away from Inazuma, because it seems like a kind of sucky place to be a merchant and do business.
But it's also tough for them to leave. From what I remember, it's like it's tough to enter and it's tough to leave.
That's right. I forgot about that part.
So yeah, so like they're kind of just like stuck here. And it's like now I can see like why. It's like, okay, well, yeah, you're stuck here, so you have to deal with the crap.
And people just treating each other badly. And yeah, I love Toma. He's charismatic, smooth talking, smooth operator, diplomatic, very enjoyable. But like outside of him and Paimon, everyone else pretty much sucks.
Well, girl at the end there didn't suck. She was trying to find true love.
That's true. She gets a pass.
Yeah, you know, I mean, but yeah, everyone in her like clan or whatever, not cool.
Not at all.
But I'm glad that we're finally like here in Inazuma, and yeah, I'm just kind of like, well, I mean, like Toma's really the only character that I think has been like a playable character that we've met, and like Beta was like in there, but we've already met Beta before, and she's awesome. So we haven't like met anybody like other like of the playable characters. So these are all just like you know the NPCs or whatever. I like Toma, and I really hope that he is as like good of a guy as he seems. But he's also like a handler and is a very smooth talker, so can't entirely 100% trust him either.
Feeling like we're being handled?
A little bit.
He's very good at it.
He is very good at it. It's like one of those things where like when someone is just like too smooth and too charming and charismatic, I'm like, I don't trust him. Like,
yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah. Too well practiced.
Yeah.
You know, in everything.
Yeah. You need to have a little bit of awkward in you for me to trust you.
Which is why I passed with flying colors.
Exactly. So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want to jump ahead, check out our join button down below for YouTube membership. And if you want early ad-free access, check out Patreon. We're a month ahead there. Links in the description of this video. Thanks for watching Genshin Impact with us, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.